Welcome back to Craft&Hue. In today's video, we're kicking off phase 1 of our home network upgrade. We've completely overhauled our setup using UniFi hardware to improve the Wi-Fi coverage, future-proof the system with Wi-Fi 6 and enhance the overall network performance, especially when editing videos or transferring large files around the studio. We'll also be adding a backup 4G connection via Tplink router, so if our fiber broadband ever drops out, we can stay online without a hitch. It's also part of building a smarter, faster and more resilient setup for both our creative workspace and everyday life. If you're into modern setups, smart design and tech with a purpose, let's dive in. Let's begin in the living room sideboard. Home to the PlayStation 4, the streaming boxes, smart home hubs, and of course the full-blown spaghetti junction. Just enough chaos to make troubleshooting a nightmare. Off to the side, just out of shot, is my old Wi-Fi router, doing its best to cover the house from quite possibly the worst location imaginable. And if that wasn't reason enough to sort things out, I've also been told politely to make room for the rice cooker. This is the UniFi Ultra 210, a compact fanless 8-port PoE switch delivering up to 30 watts per port and 202 watts total with the 210 watt adapter. You can also purchase a 60 watt adapter to turn this into the Ultra 60 watt switch. This will serve as our main backbone alongside the router powering key devices across the network. We'll also add two smaller 60 watt Ultra switches. In the box we have the 210 power adapter, UK lead, mounting brackets, a wall plate and a fixtures. Now we're onto the UniFi Cloud Gateway Fiber, an incredible, capable desktop gateway built for performance and flexibility. It supports full UniFi application integration, handles over 500 clients, and features a built-in 4-port 2.5 gigabit Ethernet switch, one of which supports PoE+. There's also a 10 gig SFP Plus port, a 10 gig RJ45 WAN port, an additional SFP Plus WAN, making it ideal for fiber connections like ours. It also supports optional NVMe storage for up to 2 TB for those using UniFi Protect as a NVR. In our case, we're going to go for the base model without storage since we'll be adding cameras later on in phase 2. So in the box we have the power brick, the cloud fiber gateway, a UK power lead, some instructions, an RJ45 patch lead cable and some stickers. There was also the mounting screws and other odds and ends that are left in the box. For the main wireless access point, we've gone with the UniFi U6 Pro, a powerful Wi-Fi 6 access point that gives us the coverage, speed and reliability we need across the home. It supports dual band 2.4 and 5 GHz, handles over 350 connected devices and offers up to 1,500 square feet of coverage. With 6 spatial streams, it's built for highest performance in a busy household. We're also keeping the older UniFi Nano HD, a compact Wi-Fi 5 access point with support for over 200 devices and the same 1,500 square feet of coverage. This will be installed in the garage, connected via the TP-Link Ethernet over power. It's more than capable of keeping the printers, security cameras and the garden Sonos sound online. In the box we have the access point itself, the mounting plates, screws and wall plugs, and a quick start guide. Everything you need for a nice clean installation. To handle internet failover, we've added the TP-Link AC1200, a dual band 4G router with SIM card support and surprisingly solid performance. It uses 4G Cat6 for speeds of up to 300 megabits a second, with 2 external LTE antennas for better signal and stability. Just pop in the SIM card and it's ready to go. It's fully gigabit, supports MU-MIMO and can even work in router mode if you need it to run off of the Ethernet. For us, it's a perfect backup, simple, stable, and there when things go sideways. And don't get me started when the fiber goes down. Let's just say the box has already earned its keep. Inside the box, you'll find the AC1200 router itself, 2 external LTE antennas, a power adapter, Ethernet cable, wall fixings, and the usual quick start guides. Everything you need to get set up straight away. Now onto the fun bit, designing our custom 6U 10-inch rack. In Fusion 360, I kept things compact and minimal, making sure it fits snugly inside the living room cabinet while still following the standard rack dimensions for proper mounting. It's designed to house the Apple TV, Philips Hue sync box, Hue Bridge, UniFi network switch, and a keystone patch panel. All be neatly stacked. We'll be printing in PLA just to see how well it holds up for daily use and heat from the devices. 3 weeks in and it's holding up brilliantly. No warping, no flexing. So far, so good. Once the main rack frames were complete, I turned to designing bespoke holders for each device going into both living room and utility racks. These include mounts for the Apple TV, Philips Hue sync box, Hue Bridge, UniFi Ultra, 60 watt and 210 watt switches, cloud fiber, gateway, Tplink AC1200 and the keystone patch panel. And yes, that was a mouthful. Anyway. To improve airflow and structural integrity, I incorporated a honeycomb pattern into the design, striking a balance between cooling and effective print strength. Everything was carefully modeled in Fusion 360 to ensure a snug fit, easy installation, and a clean professional look. With the design finalized and all parts freshly printed, I was ready to build both racks, but for this video we'll focus on the living room install. Here's a time lapse of the full build, fitting the Apple TV, Hue gear, UniFi switch and the keystone panel into the custom 6U 10-inch rack. A snug fit all around and a massive upgrade from the spaghetti junction we started with. Before installing everything, I pre-fitted the standard size cage nuts and dropped in the blank keystone inserts wherever there were unused ports, just to keep things tidy. I also pre-wired the keystone using a rather lovely purple Cat 5e cable I had left over from another project. Though I might as well make use of it, and honestly, a pop of colour behind the scenes doesn't hurt. And here it is, the finished setup, neatly tucked into the living room sideboard, with all devices neatly mounted on the custom 6U rack. No more cable chaos, no tangled mess, just clean lines, labelled parts, and a proper home for every bit of kit, including, at last, a permanent spot for the rice cooker. In the utility cupboard, you're going to have the core of the network, you've got the cloud gateway, the switch, the U6 Pro and the 4G backup all clearly packed in the 10-inch rack. And that's a wrap for phase 1. We're tidier, faster, smarter, with better Wi-Fi, failover protection, and a clean new look. Next up is going to be a NAS build, Home Assist migration, and Phase 2 security update. I'll be uploading the rack designs to MakerWorld later on this week. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell, and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts.